Hi, guys.
We're not going to have breakfast tomorrow. It's next week.
I need to fix this light. How is everybody? Awesome. I don't know why right now I can't remember my brain. Yes. More or less, yes. Yes, it did transport or Ross. I don't know why I try and get stuff done. Is that better? To my moderators, give me a second. I need to get Facebook on. Okay. Give me a second, guys. How are y'all doing? Okay, guys, give me a second. I think I'm ready. Okay, I have some news that I want to talk about, but we're going to do it at the end of live today because it doesn't really relate to the topic. So we're holding off until the end to do it. And I'm just a talking head. Ugh. I am Nature Guy X46, your host, and this is Nature Guy X46 Presents. And today I'm talking about an animal with you that you might have heard about, but then again, maybe you haven't heard about. And maybe you just didn't know everything that I'm going to talk about, so stick around. There are many species of slow loris out there. I'm going to try to do a general slow loris facts for you. There are 9 species of slow loris out there in the world, and they range from the Philippines all the way out to Java. Now, they all have a trait that is pretty rad, I think, pretty cool. And that is that they are venomous. They have a gland in their armpits that when mixed with oil from this gland, it produces a venom. And this venom is used for defense. It's used in grooming. And it's used in competition against their own kind. Slow lorises are in fact a primate, if you didn't know that. And they're closely related to lemurs, bush babies, potos, slender lorises, and a mix of other lesser primates. Now, these guys feed on tree sap, tree gums, Lincolnshire was here, I thought. Tree gums, nectar, and possibly fruit. With animals only making up about 30% of their diet, and it makes them an important part of the ecosystem. When it comes to reproduction, they can have one baby. Two would be rare. Apart from the venomous thing, I have one more surprise for you. And you'll see what I mean. Yep. And it's okay. We get it. Wi-Fi stinks sometimes. We get it. Yep. Yeah. The venomous thing, I think, throws people off. They have predators, things like snakes, eagles, cats, sun bears, civets, and now for the surprise. Because it surprised me, and if it's going to surprise me, it's going to surprise you. I'm guessing. I stress right now that this doesn't happen a super lot, but it is known to happen. Orangutans will eat slow lorises as well People will even eat slow lorises, or at least they used to. Now, we're going to get into what you need to know about it being endangered. Yes, orangutans will eat slow lorises, and people have been known to eat slow lorises. Yes, it's rare, but it happens. I think it's been seen in orangutans about 6 or 7 times. So I mentioned earlier that slow lorises, that there are several species. I'm gonna really quickly go through them and give you the stats for each as best I can. The great slow loris is endangered. The Philippine slow loris is vulnerable. The Bengal slow loris is endangered. The Kayan, K-A-Y-A-N slow loris is vulnerable. The Javan slow loris is critically endangered. The Bangka slow loris is critically endangered. The Bornean slow loris is vulnerable. The Sumatran slow loris is endangered, and the Pygmy slow loris is also endangered. So all of these animals, unfortunately, have a population trend that is on the decrease. And I could not find any numbers on these guys, so where they're at number-wise, I cannot tell you. So the issues facing these animals include habitat fragmentation, the pet trade of all things. They, in some areas, may be unalived for getting into crops. Logging, cutting down the forest for agriculture. Haphazard release of slow lorises into the wrong habitats is also causing issues. And another issue is prop usage. And you're thinking, what is prop usage? Easy. This is where people in Thailand use slow lorises as photo opportunities for tourists. And it's done so that people can make money. Oops. I forgot. I'm sorry. Hold on. We need to hold chat for just a second. I may be the host of the show, but I'm doing a really bad job of it lately. So if you do go overseas, cats have a venomous bite. I don't know about that. Okay, back to the program. So these, very often when we do see these animals being used for photo opportunities. Sadly, those animals they have their teeth removed. And you're thinking, what? Yes, absolutely. They will actually go in and remove the teeth so that these animals cannot bite. So, do not go to Thailand and get pictures of these animals. They should not be used for pictures. Do not buy them as pets. They are not intended to be pets. Now, let's really quickly, I know this is not part of the topic, but I want to talk about it. So cats don't have a venom. What's happening is when you get when you get bit by a cat or you get scratched by a cat, it introduces bacteria into the bite. And that is what causes cat scratch fever. It's actually, cat bites are really bad. So if you do get bit, take it seriously. Cat scratch fever is bad. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Okay, back to the program. There are protected areas in which these... I'm sorry. What is being done to save them? Yeah, it happens. There are protected areas in which these animals can live. I'm sorry. What is being done to save them? There are protected areas in which these animals can live, or do live. They may be protected by laws. And when I say by laws, their fangs don't have venom, they have bacteria. Germs that get into the bites. Wow, this live just went downhill. That's okay though. They may be protected by laws, and I say maybe because if you can't enforce the laws, do you really have the laws? They're protected by CITES, which means basically they cannot be a part of international trade legally. If you have one per pet in the United States, you have it illegally. In zoos, they can happen because that's different. There needs to be more education done. Nope, nothing wrong with that at all. Honestly, there isn't. They need more. In fact, I support it 100%, Ross. We need more educational programs. We need more guides set up so that people that work with these animals in the rescues in their countries will know what species that they're actually getting. Because what happens is when these people get animals in, they get them healed back up and then they just release them into the wild. And that puts animals that are not from that area into the area, and they become there's issues. Zoos do house slow loris species. In the United States, it looks like the pygmy slow loris is the one that the zoos have. That may not be completely accurate. They may have others, but for sure, those are the ones that are listed. Now, not all of the zoos display them. Some of them are kept away from people. Zoos that currently have them should be Arkin, Bronx, Brookfield, Capron Park, Cincinnati, Cleveland Metro Parks, Columbus, Duke Lemur Center, Lake Superior, Lee Richardson, Lincoln Park, Little Rock, Miller Park, Henry Dorley, Philadelphia, Pueblo, San Diego, the National Zoo, and El Paso. Well, human stomachs can probably do it too. So now, very important. That is all I have on the slow loris. I want to turn our attention away from the slow loris for just a second because I have very important information. We all probably are hearing about bird flu. I want to talk a little bit about it. There are, in my home state, waterfowl deaths coming from this virus. In the following counties, there have been deaths: Allen, Benton, Lake, LaPorte, Newton, Pike, Porter, Stark, Tippecanoe, and Vermilion. It has been found in snow geese, Canadian geese, mute swans, tundra swans, mallards, American white pelicans, common goldeneye, double-crested cormorants, sandhill cranes, and possibly other animals. Things to look for in birds, if you have them, or if you see them in the wild: sudden unaliving, neurologic impairments, swelling of the head, neck, or eyes, nasal discharge, sneezing, lack of coordination, and diarrhea. And when it says neurological impairments, you may see them swimming in circles, doing stuff that is not right. Now, this is where it gets a little bit more important. Cows and cattle can get this virus. Cats are not immune to this virus. So if you have a cat that goes outside and inside, keep them inside for the time being, because if they catch a infected bird and they eat it, they've been exposed to the virus, they go inside, they get sick, you're petting that cat, you now can get the virus as well. So try to keep your cats inside. It can be yes, they can do that. So that is a little bit of what's going on. It is affecting other birds besides the ones that I mentioned. If you have questions about it, you can check with your doctor. Unfortunately, it seems like in the United States there has been some stuff happened that we're not getting a lot of news, unless it's in the news. So yes, at this time, the slow loris is a primate. A small one. So yeah, it is something to be aware of. If you're in the United States, check your Fish and Wildlife website. They probably have stuff on there. They might. I don't know. Is there... You mean in a zoo? I don't know. Yeah, Pittsburgh. Philadelphia supposedly has them. They're not very big. They're between 10 to 15 inches or 20 to 37 centimeters long. Some of them. They are completely nocturnal. That's why their eyes are sort of big. There might be. I don't know, John. No clue. Also, if you do go to a zoo, know that some of the bird exhibits may be closed down. They are closed down for the bird safety. Yes, there are albino slow lorises. This is a rescue? Oh no, that's a rescue. So yes, they do exist. I don't know if melanistic ones exist, but yeah. The thing to keep in mind with albinoism and leucisticism and melanistic is that it's a recessive trait. So you have a percentage of a chance of getting that anytime that you have a baby being born. And I'm not necessarily talking about humans, but it could happen in humans too. I don't know. Yeah. Sometimes they will say they don't always say what the chances are for having it, but yeah. And in that case, he was rescued from the illegal pet trade. Tonight, we are going to do the II, which is another primate. The schedule for upcoming lives is as follows. For those of you, I'm not gonna, oh, what the heck. Tonight, 7 p.m. my time, Central Standard Time, is II, which is another primate. Tomorrow at 1 p.m., Mistletoe Cactus. Tomorrow at 6 p.m., Saguaro Cactus. Tuesday, Commercial Whaling, Now and Then. No. Thank you, Ross. Commercial Whaling, Now and Then on Tuesday at 1 p.m. and also again at 7 p.m. Take a closer look. On Friday, we are looking at common yellow scorpions. And then also on the 14th at 7 p.m., we are doing Desert Hairy Scorpion. Yes, it is. February 15th, we are doing another subscriber-only event. This time it may be a little bit boring, but we're going to do a channel planning session. This is where I get your ideas and hopefully make them a reality. So we'll be doing that at 1 p.m. and again at 7 p.m. Gotta have some jokes sometimes. So that, I think, takes us into next week at least. I do have some cool stuff coming up. We will be looking at the Yorkshire Wildlife Park, the Shed Aquarium, the Africanarium in the Texas Wetland Exhibit at the Houston Zoo, and the Africanarium at the Vorklaw Zoo. I don't know. Yeah, and we're slowly working our way through them. I do want to say Madagascar. I do want to say that when you give me ideas, I'm not the most artistic person, Let's see. Hold on. Eyes are endangered, yes. And that is why they are being featured in our Learn to Care series. I have no idea. Oh. I'm like, I can't figure out why these glasses look so different. That's because they're the glasses I'm supposed to be wearing when I go live. Or anytime that I'm in front of a screen. So yeah. That is what's coming up. And we are doing, basically when we talk about the zoos, we don't talk about the exhibits. We only talk about the extra stuff that you can do at the zoo if you pay a little bit more. How do animals go from endangered to not being endangered? Well, Captain E.T., they either go extinct or we bring their numbers up. Can the slow loris get rabies? I assume they can. I don't have an answer for you. It happens. Yes, Marie. Virginia possums do not carry rabies. Their numbers animal numbers go up through conservation. So rather that's releasing them into the wild and then getting them used to being in the wild. It's not always 100% Captain E.T., but the goal is to get those numbers up. We see it work sometimes. No, I think okay. So I want to. So this is what they say. Guys, hold off. Although any mammal can get rabies, the Virginia possum rarely does because the body temperature is slightly lower than other mammals. So yes, they can get rabies. I don't know how often it happens. Yeah, rabbits probably will not go extinct. Thank you, Abby. Thank you for coming in. Coyote attacks on golden doodles. I don't have any stats on that. But I do know that they will take smaller dogs. Polar bears are vulnerable. So they're not quite extinct, or they're not quite endangered, but they could slip. Bye, Abby. Do I believe in God? Yes. Captain ET, I'm not getting into that. Now, I generally do not discuss religion on my channel. But yes, I do. However, because of my beliefs, and because this is a science channel, I will still talk about things that relate to areas that maybe, I don't know how big we're getting. I know we're expecting snow, but I don't know how much. So I do believe that animals were created. I don't know how that was done. Yeah. No, thank you, Marie. You can keep it. Sorry. Saturday after 9 a.m., we might get snow. They're talking freezing rain again. Yay. We just had that and it was bad. Not bad, but it made things slick. And then it looks like Tuesday and Wednesday we're getting snow. I'm one of those people where I'm okay with snow at Christmas time. I don't like it after that. No. No, I will not be watching the Super Bowl at all. We had snow in March many years ago, and it was bad. I was babysitting my sister's kids at the time. Could not see across the street. That's how bad it was snowing. And they didn't cancel school. And the school called wanting me to come pick them up. And I'm like, I can't pick up the kids from school. I don't drive. But a neighbor, a friend of the kids, his mom picked them up. My favorite weather, springtime, sunny skies. But I know we need the rain and I know we need the snow. And in my area, we are behind on both. So it's not a good thing. Yeah, they got them home and then we lost power. I live a mile away from my sister's house, basically. It took us 2 hours to get home I'm not joking. I like fall until it gets cold. Yeah. So I don't know what the spring is going to look like. But if we don't get rain, yeah, it's not going to be good. Guys, I'm sorry. I almost did not do live today. Yeah. Yep, which means prices will go up even higher. I wasn't feeling good. I'm still not feeling my best, but I'm here. Yeah, LA has. Let's see. So right now, they've had 29 fatalities, 530. Wait, is this? I'm good. I'm good. There were 16,244 structures destroyed. 57. I don't know if. Hold on, because I don't know if this is like. So the Palisades fire is totally contained. It burned 23,707 acres, and it started on June 7th. So this is the map. What I don't know. They still do not know what started it. Oh, did I say June? I meant January. It was January. I'm sorry. I am sorry. The people that lived in the Palisades, I don't know what the situation is currently, but they had to get passes to get into the area, and they were only good from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Residents can enter if they have proof of residency. Trying to see if yeah, that could be. So this fire, just the Palisades, 973 structures damaged, 6,831 structures destroyed, 12 confirmed civilian unalived, 3 confirmed civilian injuries, 1 confirmed firefighter injury. I heard about a turtle that was rescued and returned to its owner. Is that what you're talking about, Marie? I think the Palisades fire is out. The Palisades, as of February 1st, the Palisades and the Eaton wildfires in Los Angeles were fully contained. They burned for 3 weeks. Wow. The Palisades is contained. 23,448 acres burned. Pasadena, which is the Eaton fire, burned 14,021 acres. It is now contained. I remember I watched the Rose Bowl parade, and there was no talk of a fire at that point. I don't know if this fire is active. There was an incident. They don't have it named. Percentage contained, not available. It was discovered February 4th. Yeah. So there may be some smaller fires. Bridge incidents. 56,000 acres burned. Wow. That one is in the San Gabriel Mountains. I don't know. I don't know, Ross. And there's some other fires that have popped up. The Hughes incident, 10,425 acres, and it's contained. But then there's a bunch of smaller fires. There's one just north of Santa Cruz. It doesn't say if it's contained or not. Whoops. Oh, wow. So that is a map of the area. Oh no. Yeah, there's it is a map, active fires in the Los Angeles region. Long story is, if I can do this, hopefully it doesn't fall. This fire is out. So that fire is out. This fire is out. This, I believe, is Palisades. This, I believe, is the Eaton fire. No. Yeah. So, Palisades. And the Eaton fire. But if you pan out, there's one right there that is still active. Do you want me to post the link for this, Captain E.T.? I think I can do that. I don't know if I can or not. There's a fire in Colorado. Well, that doesn't count. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to go because I need to eat. I need to go and eat. So I'm going to sign off and I'm going to go eat. Yeah, hold up. I was going to go, but let me look that up real quick. See if I can find any information about the one in oh, there might be a couple fires. It's called the Dots Incident. It's burned 3 acres and it was discovered February 7th at 11:52 a.m. And I don't know any more about it than that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But guys, I need to go eat. So I will talk to everybody later. Have a good one. Enjoy your day. Maybe see some of you guys later tonight. And with that, I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye.